Do you ever feel like you're not quite sure if you're cleaning your house the right way? You're just kind of winging it and doing the best you can? Well, if you feel like that, this video is for you. I'm gonna share with you the top 10 cleaning mistakes that you're probably making. Hey everyone, my name is Sophie from Sophisticated Organization. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. Like I said, in today's video, we're gonna be covering 10 cleaning mistakes that you probably are making or might be making when you're cleaning your home. Now, the first one I wanna share with you is not properly reading or not reading at all the instructions on your cleaning bottles and cleaning products before you're using them. A lot of us just jump in and start using the cleaners. We think it's a multi-surface cleaner or it's a toilet bowl cleaner, and it's pretty self-explanatory. But it's actually quite important to read these labels before you become familiar with them and before you jump in using them. A lot of us have just become aware of this when we've been learning a lot more about disinfectant cleaners and learning that they all have to sit on our surfaces to actually work and disinfect and do what they're supposed to do. So make sure to read those labels, because even with disinfectants, they have different amounts of time that they're supposed to sit. A lot of different cleaners will have instructions for where they can be used, what surfaces they're meant for, and other things like that. So make sure to read all of those labels before you feel like you're fully comfortable using them. The next mistake is spraying furniture or surfaces directly. Now, you're more likely to leave streaks on a mirror if you spray the mirror directly. If you spray electronics directly, that liquid is more likely to drip down and seep into areas that you definitely don't want it to drip down and seep into if it's an electronic. And the other thing to be aware of is, especially with things like wood furniture, when you spray directly on those surfaces, the product tends to build up. So you're best off spraying onto the actual cloth and then onto the surface. Of course, there's going to be an exception for things like disinfectant, like we mentioned earlier, that you need to spray on the surface and let it sit. But things like wood furniture, electronics, mirrors, especially, those you're going to want to spray on your cloth and then wipe with that damp cloth. Next up is using dirty cleaning tools. A lot of us oftentimes forget to clean our cleaning appliances and the other tools that we use to clean our home. And of course, these things are great to clean our houses, but only if they're clean themselves. So that's always remembering to clean out your vacuum, to empty the filter, to flip it over, see if there's any hair caught in there. It's not going to clean as effectively if it has a full filter or if it has something blocking the actual suction on the bottom of the vacuum. So make sure to clean it actually quite regularly. Also, think about things like your mop head. I have one where the mop head detaches from the mop stick and you can throw it in the washing machine, but that only lasts so often. At a certain point, it gets old and grimy and it actually needs to be replaced, because if you keep using that tool that's too dirty and has kind of started deteriorating, you're not actually going to be cleaning your floors. So don't forget about your tools and appliances. The next mistake is not having an order when you're cleaning, or just kind of cleaning what you see first. It is best always to work from top to bottom of your home as you're cleaning. Dust, we know, falls down to the ground as we're cleaning. So clean those things up high and then move all the way to the bottom. For example, if you're cleaning your kitchen and you're cleaning off the countertops, you're going to want to clean that first and then clean your floors, because of course, when you're cleaning things off your countertop, especially in your kitchen, there's going to be food particles and other things that are going to fall down as you're cleaning. It's totally natural, it happens, but then go in and sweep or vacuum and then finally mop. On the same line, the next mistake is not having a cleaning schedule. So when we talked about cleaning randomly and not having an order, if you don't have a cleaning schedule, there are bound to be things in your home that you're going to forget to clean. Think about those vents that you have and air filters that you might need to be changing. When's the last time you cleaned the top of your refrigerator? All of those types of things that you don't see on a daily basis, if you're not keeping track of a cleaning schedule, you're going to forget those things. And if you're not sure where to start with this and not sure what to do with your cleaning schedule, and in general looking to get a grip on your cleaning routine, you can always head to my website. I have some printables there. Maybe just even start writing a list of all the things that need to be cleaned in your home and then marking off as you're doing them and keeping track of the last time you've cleaned everything. This next one, a lot of us are probably guilty of, and that's overloading our dishwashers. So often we want to squeak in those last couple of dishes that just need to fit in to start the dishwasher, and then all of our dishes will be clean. But by doing that, you're actually building up dishes that are blocking the sprayers and stopping the other dishes from getting effectively cleaned. So hold off if you can, maybe hand wash a few. I promise it's not the worst thing in the world, or just wait till that next load runs and reload those extra dishes, but be careful not to overload it. The next mistake is using the same cloth to clean all different surfaces in your home. I'm a huge fan of microfiber cloths. Hopefully you are too, and you've moved past using paper towels to clean everything. So if you've adopted using microfiber cloths, you might be making the mistake of using the same cloth all over your home. By doing that, you might be cross-contaminating germs from room to room, especially if you're taking those cloths maybe from your bathroom to then clean your living room, or from your kitchen to your office. You do not want to be cross-contaminating those germs. What I would recommend is using different colored microfiber cloths to help you remember which ones belong to which room. You can also think about them as which ones go to which type of surface. And that really helps if you're using cloths for wood furniture and you're using a wood polish or a wood cleaner, and you have the color that just belongs to that, so you don't get other cleaners on that cloth. And your one cloth is meant for just your wood surfaces. And of course, as they get dirty, even if you're using it for the same purpose, make sure to grab a new one before you go clean the next surface. The next mistake is using too much detergent, and while this can happen in your dishwasher, the place that it happens the most often is in your washing machine. You think that you want to add more soap to get those clothes super clean, and you think if you have a really dirty load, the more soap the better, but it's actually the reverse. You want to use just the right amount of soap you need for that load of laundry, and if you use more, the washing machine actually can't rinse out all of that soap, so some of the soap will be retained in your clothing, and it will feel kind of stiff and not clean because that soap didn't have the ability to wash all the way out with the water. This one is a big one, and that's forgetting to clean the high touch points in your house. Think about your light switches, your door handles, the faucet for your kitchen sink especially. Think about all of those germs that you're touching, and then touching the faucet of the sink, and in your bathroom, of course. But all of those places that you touch super often, make sure that you're wiping those down. Last but not least is forgetting to clean the kitchen sink. You should really be cleaning your kitchen sink after every time you put food in there, or every time you empty it and put all of those dishes in the dishwasher. Usually you can just do a nice good rinse with some water. Maybe if you had some dish soap in there when you were cleaning dishes, that's probably enough. But on a regular basis, even nightly if you can, I would recommend doing a little bit of a deeper sink clean. I like to use baking soda and a little bit of essential oils, and I keep that in a jar under my sink, and I use that as my nightly sink scrub. I just add a little bit of dish soap and a little tiny bit of water, scrub around, and then rinse the whole thing out. The other thing that you need to keep in mind when you're cleaning your sink is that garbage disposal. I like to use lemon and vinegar and water ice cubes to stick down that disposal. It helps dislodge any gunk that's stuck in there. It helps freshen with that lemon, disinfect with the vinegar, and gets everything out of there. But also that rubber seal at the bottom of your drain, make sure you're taking a towel and actually getting under there and getting any gunk that's stuck on there as well. If you ever feel like you have a sink that smells and you've cleaned the entire sink, you've cleaned the disposal, you can't find out where it's coming from, it's probably right under that rubber seal. So make sure you're getting a cloth under there and really getting that clean as well. And with that, those are my top 10 cleaning mistakes that you're probably making. If you are making one of these mistakes, I would love if you left a comment below letting me know which one you're the most guilty of. If you feel comfortable telling me. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And until next time, I will see you guys later.